Thank you for joining us today. This is Group 3, and we are taking a deeper look into the phenomenon of the musical Hamilton. Some questions we will be addressing are how a musical about our founding fathers captured the public's complete adoration, and how did this same musical continue to sell out night after night and month after month. The writer and actor who made this happen is Lin-Manuel Miranda. To put this phenomenon into perspective, when Miranda departed the show, he had amassed over 500,000 Twitter followers. So how does a writer have this kind of following? During this presentation, it is our intent to show how Miranda expertly utilized all aspects of social media to help the shows excel, from celebrity endorsements, creative hashtags, to being accessible to the public. If there was something posted, Miranda was behind it. The question Miranda is faced with now is how to take the momentum and success he is currently enjoying and translate it to future endeavors. Before we take a deeper look, I want to take a minute to set the stage for the amount of excitement Miranda was able to build. He was able to get 1,000 people to show up to enter to win the lottery for front row tickets. The crowd drawing appeal is the cost of entry. One Hamilton.
Hamilton, first preview. I just entered the lottery for Hamilton. First preview. Never get front row tickets for anything, especially not something like this.
Really great, because I just asked if there were tickets tonight, and they said they had 2 premium, $347. So I said I will wait for the lottery.
$10, definitely. I'll treat everyone.
Hamilton for Hamilton. You can't get any better than that.
So thanks to you, we're probably going to be here a while. So don't be disappointed if you don't win today. I love you very much. Gay Hamilton. Thank you. Are you all the lottery winners? Let's see your $10 bills.
Just pretend there's 2 Hamiltons.
Is this real? Because I'm so unlucky. I can't believe, I am so excited. I don't even have words. But I feel mostly really just lucky.
I died! I'm still dying! I knocked over the table of pencils. It's like,
I just can't update my Facebook status fast enough. Like, I'm like trying to do, I'm like shaking because I'm so upset. I'm like, guess what?
Okay, social media helped the show immensely. It was able to sell $27.6 million in tickets before the show even opened. Hamilton was such a huge success on Broadway. It became more than that, though. It became more than just a musical whose 2 tickets could cost over $13,000, which is the same price as if you were to buy 36 iPad Airs. They created a new community, a new genre of Broadway show goer, and they made it possible for everyone to have accessibility to the show. They had a Twitter following of over 500,000 followers and an Instagram following of 350 followers, making Hamilton one of the top trending items for over a year. In today's society, millennials not only want to experience something, they want their dollar to go a lot further. They want to be able to connect. They want to see behind the scenes. They want to be part of the creative process. They want to feel part of the show. And with social media and technology, they were able to do that. Fans had the opportunity to have a personalized experience and create a deeper affection for Hamilton, becoming the show's own brand ambassadors everywhere they looked. Miranda made Hamilton inclusive. He was able to create a secret world that seemed that it was only for the elite few, but was really for everybody. When Hamilton became trending, it was turned to a social media blitz, which caused people who didn't know what Hamilton was to become curious and in turn look into it. Once you can gain a follower, you basically have an ambassador for the end of time. It can be more than just celebrities. Word of mouth of you and I could get another 20 people to go see the show. By using social media, he was able to connect different people and really expand that audience base and make everyone feel like they were part of a cool secret. Miranda hit all the key digital media goals by creating variety, not just focusing on one genre of musical goer, having frequency of constantly updating content to all his social media platforms, and having a fluid interaction with those followers. Miranda was known to be personal and respond to followers, in turn making them feel part of the show, part of the new Hamilton community, almost creating a cult following. Miranda was able to utilize all platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, to give an inside look of what Broadway was to someone who's not a Broadway fan. He offered multiple avenues for people to be part of the show, whether you had tickets or not. If you didn't get tickets, you had the opportunity to be part of the show by seeing short performances before the show, 2 hours outside the theater. If you couldn't make it to a venue near you, you were able to see on the internet via YouTube and Snapchat and Facebook with live videos, streaming of the cast, the audience, and it opened up Hamilton to the world, creating it a worldwide sensation. Really going back to making a show for everyone and anybody. Hamilton was made to be a one-of-a-kind show experience. The interaction on social media really helped doing that by having a mass digital campaign, which made it feel personal for each follower. And it created a passion for the show that went beyond just wanting to go see a show and then be over it. People would go and see the show multiple times and continuously follow Miranda's feeds. YouTube's hashtag ham for ham, or Twitter's hashtag ham for ham, which was the lottery. The first ham was for the $10. The second ham was for Hamilton, the title itself. You won the 2 front row tickets, and it became such a trending topic that you were able to find out what you needed about the show, where to go into the lottery, and what show you were going to be able to win if you entered it. Miranda and the cast would perform while waiting for the winners, different varieties of music, poetry, anything from Thriller to giving other fans a shot to sing and be discovered, as well as bringing special guests from other Broadway shows, really creating it more to be not just about Hamilton, but bringing them into the world of Broadway. The viral sensation that Hamilton created, like I said, it followed the cast and created the hashtag We Are Limitless, which allowed celebrities to create a bigger buzz about the show after they saw it. Miranda utilized the sites to attract fans and keep them amused, which created lifelong followers for him. And this is one of the Ham for Ham mashups.
Edition of the Ham for Ham show. We've taken your favorite UK songs and your favorite Hamilton songs, and this is the cast, band, and crew of Hamilton London.
I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our praise. And I know, I can't get no. I can't get no. I will never be satisfied. Hey. I need somebody, not just anybody. You know I need somebody. I can't me what you really, really want. I really wanna dig a dig.
So anyway, here's Wonderwall. Get the melodica. Hello, it's
So
me.
sorry about you at home, but I don't know before, and I know you alone.
That's when I began to pray. Oh,
Hello from the other side. I must have called it down. Telling you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, and it don't matter if it doesn't tear you apart anymore. Look around, look around, look at the art of your life right now. Look around, look around, look at the art of your life right now. History is happening here in Broadway. It's happening here. Greatest city in the world. Greatest city in the world. Angelica, my side. Silence is dead. My
this has been your Ham for Ham show. I'm Lynn Miranda. This is the company of Hamilton, London. We'll see you at the Victoria Palace. We'll have a get over it.
Miranda was without a doubt a social media expert. It is due to his handling of Facebook and Twitter that he was able to turn Hamilton into the social event it is considered today. There are a few key aspects that Miranda utilized to maintain that spotlight. The first is inclusivity. From street performances that thousands came to watch, soundtracks so everyone could access on their smartphone, $10 tickets to selling high-quality after-production videos. Miranda wanted to ensure everyone had a way to enjoy this success. Next up is personal. He made the characters have the ability to be relatable. He showcased the concept that America is a melting pot and made sure his cast followed in the same light. He was also responsive and relatable. He created engaging content and allowed for direct lines of communication. Following up with frequency, there was a constant flow of content on all social media sites. Miranda is not only active on social media, but he has an active base of brand ambassadors. He just happens to have fans from all walks of life, from celebrities with millions of followers to everyday fans, all praising the show and giving amazing reviews. Lastly, he took advantage of the exclusivity and aligned himself with celebrities and was able to tag them, gaining their support while increasing his followers. He made something that everyone wanted to come and see and made it a social event that everyone wanted to be a part of. From the Obama's personal endorsement to Neil Patrick Harris to pop superstars.
Miranda was able to create a unique voice for everyone. First, he was able to engage fans through social media, specifically through his Twitter account. 65% of Miranda's tweets included fan responses or fan engagement. Second, Miranda often shared photos of celebrities who had visited the show to showcase the popularity amongst A-list stars, such as Whoopi Goldberg, Samuel L. Jackson, to Jennifer Hudson. Miranda also used the tagging feature to tag fellow cast members as well as other performers from other popular Broadway shows. Miranda also took advantage of other opportunities such as carpool karaoke with James Corden and did a sing-along with Jimmy Fallon. This helped to reach a broader audience. Hamilton also created a YouTube account which made the performances accessible to those who couldn't afford to see the show or didn't have the accessibility to see the show.
Miranda created a diverse audience by dropping the veil of transparency so you could see what was happening in front of and behind the curtain. By allowing the usage of social media, he was able to have anyone and everyone be part of the audience, which was all inclusive, not leaving anybody out. His ultimate goal was to open Broadway to somebody past the typical Broadway viewer who had $1,000 to spend on a ticket, and to create a new phenomenon for everyone to enjoy and love. By bringing in a new generation of Broadway goers, by implementing affordability, by offering free performances that were not only in parks and areas around the cities that they were showing, but also outside the theater before the show for those who couldn't get tickets. And by having things such as the lottery, giving people the opportunity to win who generally wouldn't even consider it. He was able to invite schools for young children to come and see a different part of education by broadening their horizons. And he also was able to impact everyone worldwide by having a lot of that information out on the World Wide Web for free at no cost to anyone who just wanted to be interested in look into it. By releasing the soundtracks on YouTube for free and on iTunes for $20, it really ran the gamut of being able to have anyone be part of the show.
All right, so all of this success and the analysis around the phenomenon of Hamilton brings us to the problem of the case study. So the problem we derived was how to transition the momentum and the success of Hamilton into Miranda's future ventures. So with this, it's all about sustainability. So like mentioned before, Miranda's show had unprecedented success, but what exactly is the life after Hamilton? I don't think him or any of his associates thought about that when they rolled out the Hamilton idea. So fans fell in love with the show, but did they fall in love with Miranda himself? So Miranda needs to ensure that he's building the Miranda franchise and brand beyond the Hamilton show. So that lies the challenge. So how does one take the enormous following built by Hamilton and shift this towards the next big Miranda production? So as mentioned, the following that Hamilton generated is gigantic, but how do you sustainably keep these fans interested and then engaged for future ventures? So this takes us to our recommendations. So first recommendation is having a web exclusive post for upcoming shows. So this would allow Miranda to leverage his social media following that he's already built, and it would expose this following to upcoming Hamilton shows or his future ventures. It would be an extremely good starting point to build momentum towards future ventures. Next is to rally around causes. So the Hamilton audience, while the show cast a very wide net and drew in a demographic different than most Broadway productions, it's a very forward-thinking, modern, and eclectic following. So this would allow Miranda to have his followers rally around certain causes or events and help drive awareness and keep that customer base engaged. Next is encouraging fans to create their own content inspired by show content. So this would help him sustain his engagement by utilizing tactical social media postings where he could solicit fan feedback, and this would allow him to further engage his customer base. Next is keeping audiences informed on current issues. So this further serves the modern demographic of the Hamilton audience, and it allows for them to contribute more of their personal opinions and make sure that they're feeling a part of everything that Miranda does. Next is to eliminate any sense of financial motive. So this falls in line with the brand image that Miranda has already started to build. So he can achieve this by driving engagement through the above listed events and keep the customer base believing in the soul of the Miranda brand. Last is delegating more duties to allow time for future ventures and other ventures. So the reality is Miranda was extremely successful with the social media and digital marketing tactics and running the day-to-day business operations of the Hamilton production, but he's got to leverage producers and other people and get them trained up to pass the reins, so to speak, so he can allocate other time to his other ventures, or else he won't be able to sustainably transfer his energy and his focus.
Hamilton as a product or service relates to Notre Dame de Nemours' mission of social justice, community engagement, and global peace, and that they both believe in giving back to the community. Miranda used the popularity of the show and social media to promote causes that were important to him, such as Grand Windham and lobbying to fundraise money for Puerto Rico. Both Hamilton and Notre Dame de Nemours value the involvement of community and inclusivity.
So to review, Miranda made a musical sensation and at the same time elevated his play through his mastery of social media. Miranda has built a name and is in the process of building a brand. Miranda will be able to keep the sensation going through different types of social engagement, from fan-made content to giving back to the community. As the Miranda brand is built, Miranda will be able to bring his media following with him as he starts on his next project.